All right. I have a meeting scheduled with Brennan Dunn, but he just told me he's going to be late. So I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything right now. I just tried launching one from my phone, and some of you folks saw that, and it didn't work. So sorry about that. You might have gotten 2 notifications about this. I'm just going to tweet about it, and then yeah, I'm ready to answer your questions if you have any. Uh, Next 50 minutes live on YouTube. And let me just get the chat popped out here. One thing I'll share as we're waiting is this article I just wrote. It's on Indie Hackers right now. Build what people want, not what they need. And there's quite a bit of debate on this one. So here's the article. And that's the article there. And then down here is all the debate. And I think actually the best summary of it is what Cortland Allen said here. Best advice I heard last week: build what people want, not what they need. We ignore what we need all the time. Make your product desirable. And the crux of this argument is that often we think we know what's good for people, and so we build that. People lose weight. People need to organize their projects in this way. People should, do this method of productivity, whatever it is. But people don't buy products like that. People ignore things they should do all the time, and really at the end of the day end up buying and using products that they want to use. There has to be some sort of something compelling them emotionally to get in and use a product every day, or even just to take out their wallet in the first place. Hold on, I got to make sure I got the chat here. All right, hey guys. Let me know if you have any questions. So, and a lot of the debate in this article is around, like for example, one person said, does this really apply to SaaS? It works well for a sports car, because once you've made the sale, it's done. You get the money. But with SaaS, you want a huge LTV. You want to build something that people want. Sorry. If you build something that people want, wanting is just temporary. It's an emotional decision. You won't get far because they'll cancel their subscription. And my whole point is that people and companies only buy what they want to buy. Just because they should buy something doesn't mean they will. Just because they should keep using a product doesn't mean they will. And again, as product creators, we think people should buy or subscribe to our stuff just because it'd be good for them. An example I thought of was my friend Jason Ivanish has a SaaS product called GetLighthouse.com. And, most managers should use it. It would dramatically improve their business and their team, the quality of their one-on-one meetings. Every manager needs this software. Now, will every manager use it? No, because there's a lot of crappy managers out there. A small percentage of managers will buy Jason's stuff because they want to take better care of their people. But it's the emotional desire that ultimately drives the purchase and ongoing usage, even with SaaS. LTV is lifetime value of a customer. So if they're paying you $25 a month and they stick around for 10 months on average, the lifetime value is $250. So the point being, you want to maximize LTV. You want those folks to stick around for many, many, many months and not cancel, because when they cancel, you lose your income, right? So SaaS companies, software as a service companies, want to maximize LTV. They want to keep people subscribed as long as they can. And the criticism of my article was, well, if people are just buying emotionally, then you might be able to get them in the door, but then they'll cancel if there's not like kind of a rational reason to keep using the software. And that's correct. But my point is, yes, to get them to buy in the first place, you can't just focus on what they need. You have to focus on what they want. People only buy things that they want. So a guy on Twitter actually had a pretty good summary of this. Let me see there. Patrick Johnson on Twitter said, "Do we make up problems or do we focus on real ones?" And I think that's really what I was trying to get at in the article is, are we just making up, solutions for products we think people should care about, for problems we think people should care about, when really they don't care about those things. They care about these things. They care about the things they want, not the things that we think they need. So what's my favorite thing to eat for lunch? There's this kind of organic grocery down the road, and you can get salad plate where you put 3 different salads in it. And that's my favorite lunch. It's like you can get kale and then quinoa and chicken and all in one salad. And it's like $8 to $10, and it's healthy and easy and quick. Can you market what they want? If this is from Corey Mass, can you market what they want if your product does what they need? In other words, maybe customers don't know what they need, so you can sell them what they think they want. Yes, that was kind of the other point is, so my example with this was Elon Musk. He knows the world needs efficient environmental transportation. But as much as people talk about wanting to care for the environment, their actions tell a different story. They don't give a shit about the environment. They want to drive their cars. They want to continue to buy cars. And so what Elon did is he wrapped that need in something people wanted. He created a badass sports car that could go 0 to 60 and whatever it can go. And people bought the badass sports car, which had the kind of secondary benefit of saving the environment. But there's been electric cars for a lot of years, and most of them just looked really dorky, and people weren't buying them. So as much as people wanted to care for the environment, or said they didn't start buying electric cars until Elon made them sexy. So yes, you can, as long as you're wrapping your product in something people want, and you continue to give them a result that they want, then it can work. But it has to be, both of those things have to be true. It has to be wrapped in a package that people want, and then the ongoing value has to be something that people still desire. Brennan just messaged me, so I'm assuming he'll be on in about 5 minutes, but I'll answer another few questions. Do you think Epiphany is a good name for a software which gives data analysis and prediction services? Sure. Epiphany. It could be. Epiphany is a little bit, I like brand names that sound good audibly. So if they were on a podcast, people would know how to spell them. Epiphany might be one of those words that might be more difficult to spell off the top of people's heads. But you can always try it out. I'm going to answer 2 more questions, and then I got to go because Brennan is ready now. What do you do when you have a SaaS product? You have customers, but your niche is so boring that there's barely any talk about it. So that's one of the challenges with SaaS is you can't just have something that people want. Building something people want isn't enough. You have to have channels, repeatable channels for reaching people and getting new customers. And that might mean in your niche, Stan T, there aren't any really good online channels, but maybe there are some good offline channels like trade shows, conferences, that kind of thing. You might have to do some old school hustle if people aren't talking about it online. Um, yeah, so if there's no real kind of chatter online about it, Stan, if people aren't talking about it, if there's not a lot of traction with blog stuff, then yeah, I would just move to offline. All right, sorry, I got to go. Brennan is telling me he's ready. So thanks, guys, and I'll do another one of these soon.